If you are new to animation and you want to create your very first animation project, well, this video is for you because I'm going to show you all the steps you need to follow, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel. The channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome. You are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now, like I've mentioned in the intro, today I'm going to show you, especially if you are a beginner in animation, you are new and you want to start your very first animation project. Today's video I'm going to share with you some steps that you can follow and things you need in order for you to start your very first animation project. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is obviously you're going to need a story. Okay, so if you don't have a story, you can't create an animation. So, and again, just a pro tip. Is make sure you've got a good story. Write the story or write a script and then rewrite it, share it with someone that is maybe a good writer or a friend, tinker with your story and really polish it and make sure you've got a great story, because the thing is you don't want to spend all the time creating an animation and then at the end of the day the story isn't good and no one wants to watch it. Okay, so spend some time in creating a great story. There's a lot of YouTube videos that will help you share you some tips in how to create a great story. Pixar also have the 22 rules of great storytelling. Maybe go through that. So there's a lot of things that you can actually use that's free. YouTube, etc. There's a lot of places where you can learn a little bit more about storytelling. So obviously, the first thing you're going to need is a great story. And something that hooks into a good story is good characters. Okay? So if you don't have good characters that the audience can relate to, your story is also going to fall flat, because good characters is what carries your story. Okay? So a while back, I actually created a character creation boot camp. It was just like a 5-day workshop, very short, and it really helps you to take or to create captivating characters. It shows you tips and cheats on how to do this, even if you've never created a character before, especially things like what colors you need to incorporate into your character that will help tell the story or tell the backstory of your character, because what you want is you want people to, if they look at your character, you want them to already have a good idea of this character. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he rich? Is he poor? Is he full of himself? Is he humble? A lot of these things. So you want to incorporate this into your character, so the character helps to tell your story even further. So if you want me to release that boot camp again, let me know in the comments. I will definitely look into, if I've got enough interest, I will release that boot camp again, if you want to learn more about character creation. So obviously the first two things you're going to need is a good story and good characters. If you've got that, the foundation is there, you are then ready to go to the next step, which is the tools you're going to need. Okay, so before you can animate, you're first going to have to look, do you have all the tools you're going to need in order to create this animation? For example, what animation software are you going to use? What format? Are you going to go 2D or 3D? And then from there, you're going to know, okay, I need 2D software, or I'm going to need 3D software. You're going to need script writing software. You're going to need storyboarding software. If you're going to do 2D, you're going to probably need drawing software as well. Maybe when it comes to hardware, you're going to need a drawing tablet. If you're going to do voiceover recordings, how are you going to do that? Obviously, you're going to need a microphone and an audio interface to capture the microphone into your computer. All of those things you're going to need to consider as well. And so you're going to need to know, and I am currently working on a sheet of all the tools you're going to need if you want to create animation from home. So it will cover drawing tablets, it will cover different softwares, it will cover microphones for voiceovers, etc. So you're going to look at the tools, hardware and software. Especially like with 3D animation hardware, do you have a PC strong enough to be able to do 3D animation? So that is also something that you will need to consider before you can start creating your animation project. Then the fourth one is the animation pipeline. So the animation pipeline is a process that even your large animation studios from Pixar, Nickelodeon, Disney, DreamWorks, all of them, they follow an animation pipeline, and there's a reason why they use this pipeline. So it just makes the process a lot smoother, and if you follow this pipeline, you will obviously have sorted out a lot of issues before you start animating, because you don't want to animate and then you see, okay, this doesn't work, and now you have to redo it, you lose time, you lose money, etc. So if you follow the animation pipeline, it just solves a lot of problems, and the whole process is just so much smoother. So if you want to learn more about the animation pipeline, I do have a mini course that will just roughly guide you through it, so that you understand the pipeline and each process of that pipeline as well. So it's much easier for you to follow. So if you want that online course, in the description there's a link to all my online courses, so feel free to go check that out. As I mentioned, it is a mini course, so it is very affordable. So that is the fourth step, the animation pipeline. And then the final step is audience. Okay, so who are you making this animation for? Okay, and there's a lot of things that you can consider. You want to pitch this to animation or a studio, maybe. So now you need to think, okay, so if I want to pitch this to a studio or a network, if this is maybe a pilot episode that I want to pitch, then obviously you'll have to make sure that the story is good. You'll have to make sure that the quality is good, because you want to impress them, okay? They're not going to sign up a low quality animation that looks like it was just slammed together in a week. So obviously when you create your animation, you want the end audience or the goal of your animation in mind, okay? If you want to create animations just for a YouTube channel, then obviously what you want to do is create your YouTube channel first, and then maybe put behind the scenes of how you are animating and the whole process, and you build your audience so that when that first animation video is released, you are already launching it to an audience. You're not just creating a YouTube channel, upload your animation, and you don't have any subscribers. There's no one who's going to watch your animation, and you've put in all that work for nothing, for no viewers. So if your plan is to put your animations on your YouTube channel, then start off your YouTube channel and start building your audience, so that when you release that first video, your first animation, you can actually showcase it to a tiny audience already. So build your audience. So the fifth step is, who is this animation for? Who are you making it for? Is it to pitch it? Is it a pilot that you want to pitch to a studio? Is it for a YouTube channel? Is it just for your portfolio? Okay, so that is something completely different. It is just something you want to add to your portfolio because maybe you want to apply for a job at an animation studio. So now you need to think, okay, this is for my portfolio. So what do I want to incorporate in this to showcase my skills? Okay, so the final step is also quite important. Who is your animation for? And have that in mind. Incorporate everything you need to incorporate with that in mind. Again, if I can summarize, if you're going to do it as a pilot, make sure the quality is good. If you're going to do it as your portfolio, then make sure you can showcase your animation skills so that if you show this to an animation studio, they will see your capabilities as well. So the end audience, you should always have that in mind as well. So guys, if I can just summarize these 5 steps to start off your very first animation project as a beginner, well, the first one is to have a good story. The second one is to have good characters. The third one is the tools you're going to need, like the software and hardware to create your animation. The fourth one is the animation pipeline. Understand it and follow the animation pipeline. There's a reason why large studios are following the animation pipeline. It really makes the process so much smoother and better, and you solve a lot of problems. And then the final one, the audience. Who are you making this animation for? Is it for yourself, for your portfolio? Is it for a pilot to pitch it to a studio? Or is it for YouTube? Who is your animation for? So those are the 5 things you need to consider when you want to create your very first animation project. So guys, let me know in the comments below, do you want to create your very first animation project? Do you need help with it? Do you want me to release that character creation bootcamp again? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So guys, for me, I will see you guys next week with another video. So God bless and happy animating.